Hello, hello, hello. Today is January 8th, 2024. Happy New Year. The New Year is a good time to hear from my friend Norm Winski. Norm, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Jeff, and Happy New Year to everybody. Uh, I was last on your show on Tuesday, December 26th, and I gave the following three forecast points. We had a full moon in the sign of Cancer. The moon is said to rule Cancer, and so that's like a double whammy for especially silver. We'll get to that in just a moment. So anytime we have a full moon, new moon, we look at financials, grains, precious metals, silver, and oil. And because was in Cancer, we're going to give double emphasis to silver. Then the New Year's weekend, we had both Jupiter and Taurus turning direct. That's cattle and cotton. And we had Mercury turning direct for the grains, corn, soybeans, wheat. Let me remind you that the stocks potentially respond to all these events. So here's the first chart. There's corn rallied into the moon. Then you had a pretty nice high there for the corn. But we did miss the Mercury window here on the New Year's weekend. That did not work. Soybeans did pretty much the same thing. Let's see, the corn made it slow there. Let's see, this is the beans. The beans were a day early, and the corn, I guess the corn was a day early. And so anyway, top the next day. Actually, it was a mirror image of the corn. The high on the corn actually occurred the day before. This time the high occurred the next day, and then we went down, and the Mercury did not work. On the wheat, we made a high again near the moon, and then it went sideways, so we did nothing on the second window there. Cattle going chopping sideways, so we did nothing there. Yellow box is a pass for sideways. Cotton rallied into our Jupiter and Taurus window and made a little short-term top there. Silver's been excellent, near 100% the last several months, and you can see there it popped up into the moon and then made a nice top. And we gave that 2 points because the moon was in Cancer. The full moon was in Cancer. Here's gold rallied into the full moon, and that topped out right the next day, just a little bit higher, and then went down. And here's oil, did a similar thing when it topped the day before, and then went down. And you had by here, this is kind of ideal in that if you sold there, you could have used the previous day's high as your stop loss, Here's the S&P. We topped the next day on the 28th, and that was the high for 2023 for the S&P. And then we haven't been higher since, and then we went down here. We got a double window here for New Year's weekend, though that did not work. Here we got bonds going sideways, so we did nothing there. We got dollar going sideways into our window, so we have nothing there. However, a couple of the currencies did well. The Aussie dollar rallied into the moon, and the next day it made a nice top and had a pretty good decline. British pound was going sideways, so we do nothing there. Canadian dollar nailed it on the moon there, right to the top, and then down, and the euro dollar topped the next day, and then had a decline. So, and we got one more thing. Japanese yen went sideways. Swiss franc pretty much sideways. And so we had 12 winners, 4 misses out of 16 for 75% winners. Here we go. Jeff gets my letter, and anybody who gets my letter sees this. I do this a month in advance. Draw this blue line to forecast the S&P, and across the top here we have the dates. This is for December. Started on the 4th of December and ran through the 29th. And then I overlaid the 10-minute S&P bar chart on top, and you can see that's a pretty nice correlation there. Okay, now we're going to look at the future. Coming up here on the night of the 10th, we have a new moon in Capricorn, and then we're going to look at financials, grains, precious metals, oil, and coffee. And then the night of the 11th, we have a Mercury cycle for the grains, corn, soybeans, wheat. And then the weekend of the 12th, we have the U.S. chart clicking in there for stocks, T bonds, and U.S. dollar. If you don't know me, I've been doing this a long, long time, 50 years. and I started in college in the early 70s. Made enough money to buy a membership on the Chicago Board Options Exchange. Landed there in 75 and did that market maker member there for 12 years. Also traded on the Chicago Board of Trade. While I was there, I studied everything I could get my hands on. And Mr. Gann, Elliott, wave, astrophysics, astrology, music cycles, Fibonacci, so forth. So if you'd like to get some help, get a hold of me. You can call me here in beautiful Naples at 239-594-3939, or you can call me on Skype at my email address Winski@yahoo.com. And wishing you a happy, healthy, and prosperous new year. Here again is my contact information. I'll be happy to explain some of these terminologies and answer your questions. Looking forward to helping some of your folks, Jeff. Everybody have a great week.
Well, Norm, Happy New Year and 75% once again. You're back in form. So we'll see you in a couple of weeks and keep on winning.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye.
Bye.